Hello everyone, my name is Jeffrey and welcome to Sunkenland. In this video, it's starting off a brand new save file and dropping onto a tiny island to survive. Spending our time looting underwater and setting up a little platform is all we need to settle in. If you want to see more of the game, make sure to leave a comment down below. Thank you for checking out the channel. Let's get to playing games. Alright, it's time for another new game today. Now, while this game technically isn't totally new for me, I have played through this game a little bit in the past. It's been a while, so I'm going to have to do quite a bit of refreshing my memory, as well as there's definitely been some new things added since I last played. For anyone wondering, I mean, you can see on the screen, and from the title of the video, you're watching Sunkenland. It's a game where you kind of get stranded onto a little island. Much of the game takes place underwater, which I think is really cool, but a lot of, I mean, since you can see it's split on the screen, there's a little bit above ground as well. There is, you know, kind of a good mix between like building your base on the land and then going underwater, doing some scuba diving and such, vehicles and weapons and all sorts of things. All sorts of stuff that'll keep us busy for a little while. As usual, if you guys want to see a playthrough and you enjoy it, let me know. So, just to talk a little bit, this game is in early access and it is changing all the time, and will be changing all the time, so don't get too committed to a singular playthrough just yet. Things are always changing, but you know, I figure we could jump in and have a little bit of fun for now. So we're just going to make a character really quick, and then we'll just, I think there's pretty basic character customization for right now, but they will be adding more in the future. As you can see, there's only like a couple different dudes you can be. Same thing with the hairstyle. Not a lot of hairstyles. You got two different hairstyles, or you can be bald. And then hair color is, at least they have a good amount of hair colors. So we're just gonna go with that for now. We'll call ourselves Jeffrey, and then we'll go done. Single player, new world, enemy difficulty normal, enemy garrison amount. We'll leave all these the same for now. Enemy raid frequency, so you do get raided in this as well. So we'll just kind of leave these all the same for now. Normal. We'll just play it the way a normal person would be playing it for the first time. You can turn friendly fire on and off if you're playing multiplayer. You can also set a random birthplace. Don't do that. I tried that a couple times and it becomes an absolute nightmare. So you can leave all these things on. You can take death penalties off if you want. I'm just going to leave, like I said, I'm going to leave everything as it is. The only thing I may change is loot respawn interval in days, 4 days. I think I'm going to turn that down to, I'm going to take away just 1 day, turn it down to 3, just so we can make things a little bit easier for us. I don't think it'll really make a difference. I think this is more, this will more take into effect when you're playing multiplayer, or it's more of an effect when you're playing multiplayer. So let's go ahead and hop in. There we go, we're finally in. I thought the game, whoa, that was very loud. Probably have to adjust that. So sorry if that hit your ears. I thought the game crashed, but it was actually just taking time to load me in. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to turn down the game sounds because they are quite loud. So yeah, as you can see, some stuff or a lot of the world, or a lot of the game is going to be underwater. And a bunch of it is also above water. So this is I'm assuming you start at the same starting island every time. It's just this little basic area with not a lot going on. A couple trees in the back. Actually, I believe this basic island does seem a little different than what I'm used to from before. So maybe they have changed that just a little bit. We'll be doing a lot of figuring things out together. So the one thing I do know is you can find like wood and stuff kind of laying around on the ground. I do need to turn my mouse sensitivity up. This game has the lowest sensitivity of any game I've ever played in my life. So just a heads up for anyone who might be alarmed by that. What have we got in here? We got the blueprint. This is new. Blueprint, handcrafted air tank. Okay, so yeah, you can make like air tanks and stuff for scuba diving and stay underwater longer. I mean, you can get like jet skis and stuff too. That's a pretty cool game. The most rudimentary oxygen cylinder made from scrap iron. And then probably just full of good stuff. Okay, so this is what I've got. I've got a food can, a soda can, and a wood plank. And in here we've got a rubber duck decoration. Excellent. So hold as if you shift and click, that automatically moves it into your inventory. So we got a torch. I'm actually just gonna drag that onto the hotbar here. And then the other things we're just gonna I don't know if there's a take all button. I don't think so. Maybe, oh. Well, if I could just read the screen in front of my face, you can open up this and press E and it'll take everything all at once. What a silly man I am. Okay, so we're going to start this off. We're going to go ahead and we're going to run around and grab a bunch of this stuff off the ground here. Take a look around at what we got. So yeah, the things do look a little bit different to me from, I mean, like I said, it's been quite a while since I played. Oh, we got a little berry bush on the ground here too. Free food. Take it. Keep thinking E is to pick stuff up. I think you can kill the crabs for food, but you need a, yeah, you need a, like a stone pit, or sorry, like a wood stick. Give him the jab. So I think that's it for like just around the island wise. I mean, as you can see, there's all sorts of stuff off in the distance. And then, you know, the main attraction is jumping on into the water. So I believe around the basic island, you're not really too worried about like sharks or anything attacking you. But when you go to like certain high value areas, there's definitely sharks waiting for you. You can kill them, and you actually do need to kill them. So we'll be doing some shark hunting at some point. I'm going to start it off with just jumping on down to the water here. I haven't made anything just yet, but we're going to go ahead and take a little look at what we can loot. I'm going to scavenge in this sunken car right here. We're not going to try and spend too much time down here because obviously we don't have a whole lot of oxygen to breathe yet. But we're looking at all this stuff down around here. Looking at the cars and all that stuff. If the, you know, this is my first time recording this, so if you notice that maybe some sounds need to be adjusted or like anything needs to change, feel free to let me know in the comments below as well. So I can make adjustments for future recordings. Hopefully it should be alright. Okay, I adjusted the audio a little bit. Hopefully that should be a little bit better going forward. So yeah, let's just take a little look around, see what we can gather underneath here. Our main thing is like you can hit tab, opens your inventory. So here's like your backpack. Here's like your simple crafting menu. So we can make like our axe, our spear, backpack, sack to be able to hold more stuff. So we're looking for like cloth and rope, scrap metal. You will need like we'll basically need little bits of all this, and you can make your clothes. The other like simple refineries, and then under the actual build menu, which this has changed a little bit because they've split it up a lot better, and there's new building pieces, which is a lot cooler now too. So here's all your build menu for all your base building and everything. So as we get more and more deeper into this game, we'll be able to build like a whole base, and that's what the whole raiding mechanic is. So you gotta like build a base and then be able to defend it. We have things like the simple grill for cooking, water purifiers, the research table. We're gonna have to get that basically ASAP. There's beds, storage chests. It's, you know, it's a lot of elements of games that I really enjoy. It's got a survival RPG, base building, and another thing I've always liked is when games have the whole raid mechanic. So there's a reason to like defend, like have base defenses and things like that. Other than that, it's a fairly. Oh, I think yeah. There's a. Oh no, those aren't. That's not shark. Those are just the. Those are just the swordfish. It's generally a good, like this, there's a shark over there actually. I would say this game is a good mix between relaxing and also chaotic, especially if you turn the raid frequency up. If you go like a really high raid frequency, it gets pretty crazy actually. But other than that, like it's a lot of like just adventuring around underwater, seeing like what cool things you can find. When you do want to raid, when you want to do the raiding, when you want to take on like different islands and stuff, there are garrisons of bad guys that you'll be fighting. But eventually you'll be able to work your way out. Like that's the fort over there. Eventually you'll be able to work your way up to get like full on guns, like rifles and stuff. So it is technically also like a first person shooter, or has first person shooter elements to it as well. So yeah, I'm just gonna take a quick little look around the island here, see what sort of stuff we can grab. It's pretty good to kind of just swim up to everything and see if you have the interact with it, and then scavenge it and take all, and then you'll end up finding some things are actually worth money. And there's a trader here somewhere, not on this island, but we'll get to them eventually. It'll probably be a couple episodes from now. But yeah, so we've got a cigar, like that would go to the trader. These things are food. This is a decoration you can, like, so there's lots of decorations and stuff you can find. I'm not 100% sure. I believe it used to be where like every world you would start, like the stuff you actually get out of certain chests, and think like you'll find certain things at random. There is some RNG, I believe, to the game. So don't fully expect to find everything the same way that I'm finding them. You may find some stuff that I don't have, or I may find some stuff that you don't have. I do kind of like that though. It helps keep like when you want to do like a new playthrough, it helps keep everything fresh, so you're not just doing the same things every time. So I'm just gonna start crafting a few things here, so we can get. I found some cloth, so that means I can actually make rope finally. And with the rope, I can actually make the repairing. I'm not gonna make the repairing hammer yet, but we will need that once we actually start to build things. I do need to go and find 5 components. I get the air tank because, you know, I'm just got my tiny little lungs right now. But I will grab the pickaxe here because we'll actually need that for mining ores. So we'll go ahead and craft one of those. And then I'm also going to go into, actually, yeah, I guess that's probably technically about it that I can make for now, because I need more of everything. I don't need a stone hatchet because I have this one still. We get a torch when it becomes nighttime, but we are going to want to be paying attention because we're going to want to be able to put down a bed. And I don't think you can put beds down on the ground. I think you have to put beds down onto a foundation. So you do have to at least put the foundation down first. So speaking of which, let's throw down a quick foundation over here. Got a nice little spot over here amongst the trees. Even though most of these trees, all of these trees actually are going to get cut down. But I like the little view from right here. This seems like a nice little spot. And then for a bed, we're going to need to find enough stuff to make 3 more cloth and then some more wood planks. I mean, the wood planks are easy. Get those from cut down trees, and you'll also find a bunch of them when you're looting stuff down in here. But yeah, just check like all these little buildings, swim up to everything, see if you can interact with it. It's more often than not something you can loot. So this is where you need to pull out your head. So this is where you actually need the tools. So you'll have to pull out the tools underwater sometimes to actually mine things. It'll tell you what you actually need for harvesting. Speaking of which, I'm actually just going to move that there, that there. That's not something I normally use. Actually, bandage I'm probably going to end up using. Berries I'm just going to hang on to for now. Oh yeah, something I forgot. Some things don't always stack super well. Like the game, the game's stacking mechanic is not super intuitive. So sometimes you gotta like force stack them. But at least they added a sort button. That definitely helps. So I'm gonna loot a few more of these things down here. Still looking for like some components. You usually get them from cars if I remember correctly. But sometimes they can be, they're not super they're not super rare, but they're not super common either. So there we go. There's the component there. So that came from a car. I'll be able to hit that car on the edge of the cliff there as well. I basically want to make sure I'm hitting up every building as I go along here. So we got one component. I need 5, I believe it was, for the research table. Research table is probably one of the most important. I mean, obviously we need a bed. So let's pin needing a bed. And let's pin needing the research table. So a lot of these are super important for getting things started. I mean, also, we'll just go to, we'll pin the grill, the water purifier, all these things we're going to need. Research table, the bed. So, don't even really need to pin that because it's just wood. The fences, I don't think we're too worried about yet. Although I should probably make a wooden spear just in case anyone tries to come and mess with me. And then also once we have the spear, we can go and get the marlin fish skin to make the diving fins, and we can swim around a little faster. Let's make a sack right now just so we can hold more stuff. You gotta actually make sure you equip it too, though. Alright, let's head back down, hit up these cars that are down here. These are a little bit further of a swim, but we should have just enough oxygen right now to get us through. Definitely starting out slow in the beginning, but things start to progress pretty nicely as you get fins and the oxygen tank really makes a really big difference. All right, we're just gonna loot a couple more things down here. Hopefully the leaf blower outside isn't coming through on the microphone. And then the sun's going down, so we're gonna have to hopefully be able to make a bed here and sleep through the night. Otherwise it's gonna be dark and cold. Also, if I remember correctly, there is like a temperature thing where it gets too cold through the night to be out doing things. So that's where you actually need the warmer clothes. It's fine, everything's fine. Alright, I still haven't been able to find any more cloth yet. And I really need some, otherwise it's going to get real dark and real cold here. Let's see, maybe I should have waited to make that a backpack. Might be in for a bit of trouble. Might be in for a bit of trouble now. Well, we'll try and do our best here. I don't think you can harvest any of this stuff. Yeah, you can see I'm starting to freeze now, so I'm gonna have to head back onto the island. And I think I'm unfortunately just gonna have to wait out the night, you know, doing nothing. I'm just gonna have to stand here and wait for the sun to come up. So that was a bit of a mistake on my part, but that's okay. Something we can deal with. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna pull out our torch just for now, because that's at least gonna keep us warm while I figure out what we're doing here. So we're gonna go to build. There we go. So we'll make a fire bowl, because I mean you could make a bonfire if we were just the wood. I mean, since I need to go find cloth anyway, I'm willing to sacrifice this one. So we'll just make the fire bowl. We just need one more little piece of wood. Is it working? There we go. Kind of forgot how chopping trees down worked in this game. So we're gonna go build. Actually, I'm just gonna build a bonfire. So we'll put that probably right here is fine. And then we also need to put wood into it. And I don't have any left of that, so we're gonna chop this tree down as well. There we go, load that up with planks, and that'll actually keep us warm. So I'll take a little look around the island and see if I can find much kicking around. I don't think we have too much available. Make sure I actually eat, because I just looked over and saw my bars were going down by a lot. So we got some mushrooms, we got some wood planks. What else we got kicking around here? There's a bush here. Do you contain like fibers, or is it just going to be wood? We're going to hit the bush and see what we get. Just wood planks. Okay. Not helpful. I need cloth. I mean, I guess you wouldn't get cloth from a bush. That was a stupid idea. So yeah, I guess we're just gonna have to, I mean, it's really dark anyway, so hopefully you guys can at least see something going on while I'm talking. But yeah, I guess I'll just have to, aside from just farming up a bunch of wood, which I believe would, just take, I mean, yeah, I guess I could just farm up a bunch of wood while I wait for the sun to come up, so maybe I'll just skip ahead. Well, good morning. It's day 2. It is 5:40 in the morning and it's time to get wet. Time to go back in the water and see what we can find. Though, before I do that, I just wanted to make a storage chest really quick so I can free up some inventory space. Since I have so much freaking metal, and this is another thing that has to be placed on a, so like certain things have to be built on platforms. You can't just build them anywhere you want. So, and we can go ahead and throw all, wait, does this not? Okay, so to move them over from your inventory, if you want to move the whole stack, just double click on it. So, honestly, I think I'm just going to take out everything. And then I have some stuff for food and healing if I need it. I did make a wooden spear overnight while I was waiting. So, yeah, let's go ahead and hop back in the water and see what else we can find. We're mainly at this point looking for cloth. But I mean, we'll pretty much take whatever we can get. I believe there's a map you can open. Yeah, there's the map you can open, and it tells you more or less how much, like what percent of the island you've looted. So obviously there's still quite a bit here I've missed. I apparently went just in range of the village, and there's some blueprints there I haven't found yet. So I think the village is actually a safe place to go. So we could probably slowly sort of head in that direction. And then yeah, we'll also want to try and find some marlin along here somewhere, so that we can kill them and take their skin for fins. So we are more important. Sorry, marlins. Oh, I got a covered easel. That sounds like a decoration. Sounds like a cool decoration. Just swim up and see what we got. That is cool. Alright, so we're going to head on over here, get your stick ready. Not that you're really going to have any sort of problems. This definitely is not a shark area. But hey, look. It's a crossover from our other video. A tractor simulator. Or farming simulator, I mean. We'll take out this tractor. This should give us good stuff. Yeah, I got cloth, lots of scrap metal, gasoline, more cloth. Might even get some rubber. No rubber, but components and cloth. Those are 2 important things. And then I think you can kind of loot. Can I loot these? My base is under attack. Oh no, that means I'm being raided. I'm being raided already? All I have is a platform with a box. But I'm going. I'm coming. Don't worry. This must be people I'm not neutral with. They hate me. They hate me already. What did I do to you? Good thing I got a stick. Hey. Stop that. There's 3 of them. What's this, 3-on-1? Right in the face. That's right. Headshot. 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 Ugly bitch. Oh no. I'm not gonna lie, what do you call it? I don't even know how to, the fighting mechanics not super great. Very, very clunky. They have, I remember that was kind of the way it was last time. But, now I need to be able to like run and get my stuff. That way I can get my stick and stab this person in the face. There we go. Ooh, I get free algae. Yeah, I remember the like fighting mechanics being very, very clunky last time I played this. You know, I wish it was. I mean, they'll probably work on it a little bit in the future, but I don't know if like combat mechanics. So that's more what the words I was looking for. I feel like those are. It's not like the number one important thing to do in the game, so I kind of understand like. How do I bandage myself? Why does it still have the stick out? There we go. Why is it not using the bandages? Oh, because I'm not bleeding. I see. Okay. Well, let's munch on some strawberries then. Use that herbal medicine. Alright, we're healed up. We got the food, we got the water. We're gonna go ahead and hop back into the water now. We defended from our base stack. I was just clearing up all my inventory space so I can actually go loot up a whole bunch of stuff. Threw down our little duck decoration and our covered painter. So we're gonna head on over. Let's hit up the village. I feel like there's probably gonna be a lot of the good stuff we need there, like the cloth. There's probably gonna be components because there's probably a handful of like advanced vehicles over here. And then I really, really want to, at least in this episode for sure, get the fins and hopefully maybe the oxygen tank as well. So that we can actually start moving around a little faster and stay underwater for longer. We'll go ahead and we'll scavenge up this pile of metal right here. We're going to be, I remember usually being absolutely loaded on metal scrap, so if it'll let me, there we go. I was like, if it'll let me loot this truck here, get some components. There we go. There's some rubber, even some glass. Nice. Yeah, I'm really glad I came over here. And in here sometimes too, you can find like a full-on loot box that has like some really good stuff. Like it's absolutely just packed full of things. So that's mainly just wood for now. I'm going to try and target some of the more high value things. Like whatever this is, probably has food. So like with the item that you're like the object that you find that you're looting usually has like the corresponding things. So like if it's a pile of scrap metal, you're usually getting a bunch of metal. If it's like a wooden container or like a chest or like a chest drawer or something like that, like these, you know, it's usually going to give you a bunch of wood. I don't know what this is, so I'm going to loot this for sure. This is just all components. Wow, I don't think I ever found those before. That's actually really, really helpful. Alright, sorry, I got called away there for a second, but I know we're back to recording. And yeah, I'm basically just trying to find, like I said, the more important stuff. If I can find like an actual, they look like, sometimes they look like a big green box, like wooden box. Sometimes they're big like plastic, like almost like a giant toolbox. I mean, there might be new ones as well that I'm not aware of. So we're basically just looking for any sort of good loot that I can make use of, and then we're gonna hit up everything as best we can here at some point. But yeah, we're looking for like the most important things. I gotta redo my to-do list because I had to relaunch the game too. Yeah, we're also gonna be hitting up that little group of marlin right there. We're gonna be hitting those up on our way back so we can actually get these swim fins on. Okay, so I can't actually go in there. I thought maybe I could. What we got here? We got looks like a chair. So that's gonna have food. Not the chair, I mean the stove. That's gonna be mainly wood. So let me grab the food just in case. It's mainly just water actually. Oh, there's another tractor. Okay, we'll make sure we loot that for sure. And then there's the blueprint blueprint we're looking for from this spot. So that's a new system, but I do like it. Where there's like, I'm guessing different blueprints on different islands. Wow, we got lots of glass from that one. Okay, that's good. Can't 100% sure. I'm not 100% sure. I remember what glass was actually used for, but so what do you got here? The planter. Oh, great. It's good. So we can actually start growing our own food source. Because you do end up getting quite a good handful of like seeds and stuff as you're going through here. No loot box with like super good stuff in it though, or because like that, I remember before that was like how I found like I got like the jet ski early on. Well, I mean it's fine to get it early on, but then you don't have the fuel for it, so like it's not really that big a deal. But so yeah, we're just down to the truck, a few other cars to loot, and oh, I haven't checked the shed over here. And that's nothing, so you just see if there's anything good in here really quick. No, just a couch. Okay, so yeah, maybe they did away with this like super loot boxes, which would be kind of a bummer because that was like one of the, like I was saying, it's like you find different things at different playthroughs. It was kind of cool, but yeah, maybe they're just a lot more rarer now too. I won't count it out just yet. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and loot a few more things from this island. We'll load up on the wood. We'll load up on the scrap metal. And then I'll check back in with you guys. I'll cut to when we're gonna go take on those marlins. But yeah, I'm just gonna double check everything, make sure I've looted the whole place before we go, or most of it anyway. I may not be able to fit everything. And then we'll take out some marlins, make sure I leave a spot here for the marlin skin that we'll need for making the swim fins. Alright, well I didn't even actually have time to loot the whole place, so it turns out the sun's actually going down, so we need to get the heck on back to base. So we're going to hop back in the water here, we're going to swim back over. I don't even know if we're going to be able to hit up marlin on our way back. I don't know if we'll have enough daylight. I'll try my best. Where they were off to the left here, I believe. Maybe. I mean, worst case scenario, we'll just hit them first thing in the morning. We'll be able to make a bed now, so. Oh, they're there. Yeah, okay. We'll just wait till the morning. That's fine. Let's get ourselves on back to base so we can actually have a safe place to stay for tonight. See like bubbles coming from out there? I've never seen bubbles before. I wonder if that like works as like an oxygen, like you can breathe the oxygen in. That'd be kind of cool. I don't remember if there was ever something like that before. I don't think there was. Alright, making sure we get back to base. It is almost 19 o'clock, aka 7 o'clock for anyone who didn't know how to tell 24-hour time. We are going to be setting up a bed here for us to sleep through the night. We should be able to fit it on this single platform here. Go to build a bed. There we go. Got all our essentials on this platform. We got a bed, we got a metal chest, we got a rubber duck, and a covered painting easel. So if I go to sleep right now, I wake up around 5:12 in the morning. So that's kind of interesting. So depending on what time you go to bed, it depends what time you actually wake up. But it definitely never told you what time you woke up last time. So I definitely like that a lot more now. It's a beautiful sunset in this game. I will say, like, even on, I think I have it on like medium graphics or like low for the most part. It's a pretty nice looking game. So you know, if you got like a really beastly computer, I'm sure you can make this game look really nice. So we're gonna go ahead and head on to sleep for the night. Wake up in the morning at an instant sleep. Good morning, look at that sunrise. And we're gonna do exactly what you probably think we're gonna do, which is unload some of our stuff into here, as much as we can anyway. Actually, here's what we're going to do to start the day off. First, we're going to give ourselves a few more platforms to build on. There we go. We got a whole 4 of them now. So now, we can go ahead and we'll build our research table that we've been needing this whole time. We'll pop that down there for now. What else do we need? We need a simple grill to cook some food. We'll slide that in there. Water purifier, why not? We'll slide that in there too. Actually, that's a little... I'll put that over here. There we go, water purifier. Got the research table, we got the bed. We're gonna need some more chests, obviously. I'm gonna make this one just for metal. So this is where, like I was saying, you need to get a bucket so that you can actually fill your water purifier with water. And then you can end up just drinking it right out of the... You don't need like a bottle or anything. I think you can make bottles at some point, but you don't need them right off the bat. So, checking out the research table, you've got the air filling station, which manually refills the air. Like once we get that air tank, obviously you kind of have to refill it with air. It's not like Subnautica where you just come up to the surface and you breathe in a colossal amount of air. So you have to refill your air tanks. We got a repair station for repairing things. There's the paddle boat for getting around. Those things are pretty fun. We got a 2-handed axe, a bow, an arrow, scrap metal spear. Those are definitely a lot more useful for taking out. Actually, I'm going to make one of those really quick. Or we're going to research it and then I'm going to make it. So let me grab some scrap metal here. Research that, because that's really nice for not only taking out the marlin, but also for taking out the sharks when you come across them. The armor is really good to have too, but you can do fishing and things like that too. There's the water bottle. That's what you need the like glass for. You can research certain components, bolts, wires, nails, and the like. The bandage, the herbal medicine, and then you kind of work your way through these like tiers of research. So you kind of want to like bang out everything you can along here first. So obviously we'll grab that one. We can do the paddle boat. Yeah, we'll leave it at that for now. I guess technically that means we could also make a paddle boat if we wanted to. We just need this scrap metal. Yeah, let's do that. Let's make ourselves a little paddle boat. Grab some more of our scrap metal here. Let's build ourselves a little boat. There you go. Little paddle boat. Let's stick that there for now. It won't go anywhere. And that gives us also not only the ability to get over there a little bit faster than swimming, you can also have a whole storage chest here to give yourself some more looting capabilities. There we go. So now we can also throw down. Sorry, I had to do a couple little cuts there. Throwing in some wood for some mushrooms. And then I can throw some wood in here. I don't know if I can actually... I think I can make the bucket. Yeah, I can make a bucket. So I'm going to use that to fill it up with seawater. I'm not 100% sure how. There we go. I was like, how do I actually like bring it out? So now we should be able to put some seawater in here. Okay, so I gotta do that 5 times. Oh, I just have to, I think I just had to walk far enough into the water. I see. Okay, so definitely gonna want to maybe have that a little closer. I don't want to have to keep doing this over and over again. I need a bigger bucket. I mean, I have water to drink for now, but I mean, it'd be really nice to have an emergency. Oh my god, I can't even fill it fast enough. Oops. Well, that's fine. Okay, so we're now set with a few things. The only other thing that I wanted to make was that metal spear. So that would be... Do I need that? Oh, there it is. Scrap metal spear. So just some more metal. We can craft that. That replaces our wood spear, finally. Oh, it's actually... So you actually, instead of wasting it, having to throw it away, you actually use it to make the next one. That's cool. Okay, so I want to be able to get this air tank, obviously, so we need some more metal and some more components. So we'll just throw that stuff in there for now. Everything could just kind of go in there for now. I'll munch it down on this cooked mushroom here. I've got food with me. I've got charcoal that'll go in here. I think that's, yeah, I was going to say they're used for ammo, I believe. Everything else can just wait until we come back. So let's hop in our little boat here. I don't know if we went over here last time. Yeah, we haven't been over here yet. I know we've only done like, we didn't finish the other ones yet, but let's see. All right. Rusty paddle boat. Moves pretty quick though. Unknown ruins. Okay. So I believe over here somewhere might be, not like, you don't typically see them like right in the main area, but I believe there's probably some marlins here somewhere. Oops. There we go. It's like, how do I get off the boat? Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out. So yeah, we haven't been here yet, but you'll find very similar things that we're going to be looting up here. Though I'm assuming, no, I guess there's no blueprint to be found here. So maybe that means I can find the cool loot box here. I guess we'll have to just take a little swim around and find out. We'll take a look under the water. They're easier to see. Okay, there's some marlins over there. It's a bit of a... they might be the closest ones though, so maybe we'll have to hit them up. Let's see what we got in some of these buildings. Anything crazy? Anything I'm just like, oh my god, look what I found. So far, nothing. So far, it's all just your basic, little basic items. There's more metal components and everything. Oh, I see a pile of components down there, though. We'll definitely want to be hitting that up. So yeah, maybe I should go. Oh, there's some marlins over here, actually. But that is also a shark off to the right. We just don't want to antagonize him because that's going to be gonna have a bad time. Oh, special loot box right there. Covered up with a blue tarp. Okay, so we're going to take on some marlins. Hopefully not a shark. Shark's going to make sure I have a bad time. I'm going to grab this loot box right here because this is going to be a good one. Yeah, there we go. Lots of fun stuff. Okay, so this island here is an island with mutants on it. Those are like the people that raided me. So I'm gonna try and get close to these fish without the shark being all angry with me. I mean, I could probably kill the shark too, but that's not a fart. That's not a Jesus. It's not a fight I'm gonna try and have right now. I mean, he's a little close for comfort, honestly. Okay, so we got the one. I usually think it takes about 2 hits with this spear to get them. Yep, there's 2. Please come here. I don't want to keep the shark away. I'm glad he's not aggroing on me. That would be awful. Okay, so we should have 3 marlin skin now. Excellent. So now we can make the flippers. And so before I go do that, I'll finish looting up a few things here. Loot this truck, gives us scrap metal, cloth. Should give us some components, but maybe not. We'll have to hit up that pile on our way out so we can actually get some more. So we need more components for research. Oh, I found a safe. This green thing right here. I have found a safe. What do we got here? So, bubbles do not give you air, but I'm assuming that means there's something there. It's like marking something good inside. Hey now. Blueprint improved grill. I can't speak English. Double wood wardrobe. A scrap metal sight. I mean, hey, let's go. And I think a cigar was in there for money. So that's not bad at all. Let's see if we can hit this this van down here. I don't know if we'll actually have the oxygen to do so, but we're gonna try. It's probably gonna, I was gonna say, probably maybe have some gasoline or some cool stuff in it. Sometimes you can find cop cars and they have like ammo and guns in them. That's the one you really want. Alright, so I'm just going to check this building real quick for anything like super special. Not seeing too much. Just again, more a bunch of basic items that we'll be able to come back and loot up once I make these flippers. There's another pile of components. Get these old flipper doodles on, and then we can actually start to make some more progression. So like sometimes you can't be like, if you looked at like, even though you're on the top of the water, if you like look into the water, sometimes it doesn't actually think you're breathing in the air. It's like, put me higher, please. Nothing. Man, that's a bummer. Sometimes you loot stuff and there's literally nothing in it, and I mean, it's like, why? What are you even doing here, bro? So we're gonna go grab this little pile of components here. I see more bubbles from down there, but I can pretty much guarantee you there's no way we have the oxygen to get down there yet. We'll need the flippers and the oxygen tank for that one. But we'll be back for it, don't you worry. Alright, we made it back to our home base island. That's going to grab us some food here. Thankfully we were able to get home for that. We need a little bit of food. You know, we can also throw on here now some marlin steaks. I think they give us way more food than the mushrooms do. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna grab a handcrafted air tank that goes on the air tank slot here. Sometimes I forget what slot's what. And then we're gonna make 2 rope, which we had just enough for. Thank the sweet Lord. Make some diving fins. Those go onto here. You'd think they'd go on your feet, but they actually go on, like, I think these are like usable accessories. I think the boots are like actual boots. So watch is another thing we can sell. This we can learn. This we can learn. These are just decorations. So anything we're not using for now can just kind of go get thrown in here. Double up on the cigars in there. There we go. Okay, so we've got flippers, we've got a handcrafted air tank. So obviously one of the next things we need to pay attention to is, oh yeah, I already researched it. We need to build that air filling station. So I'm gonna have to go find some rubber, and usually rubber is, you know, obviously found on the cars. I haven't really been getting super lucky with them so far, unfortunately, but Might be able to squeeze a couple more things out of the spot here before the sun goes down. And then at least we can, if you, this was new too, you can hold down shift, kind of go a little faster. I didn't know this. Yeah, you can go a little faster and then I'll be able to get home faster when I need to. So we're just going to grab a couple things here. Well, that's all we really got time for. Grab whatever you can. Try and find some cars if you can, because we're looking for rubber. And then we'll be heading back to bed. Oh, score actually. This is a really good one. You got the truck over here. This should for sure give us some rubber. If it doesn't, I'll be shocked. I got one rubber out of that whole truck. Wow. That just hurt my feelings. How could you do that to me, game? Alright, there's another car here. Probably won't give us rubber. I remember sometimes they were not like super common, but there was like a stack of tires. Sometimes you could find. And if you loot those, they're just like a full-on good source of rubber. I haven't seen any yet, but I'll be keeping my eyes out for them for sure. Alright, just getting dark. That means we gotta head on home. So we're gonna try and spin this bad boy around really quick. Head on home, we can hop into bed. We can thankfully sleep through most of the night. And we can hopefully finish off tomorrow with a few more things to finish off our first episode here. And like I said, if you guys really, think this is think this could be a cool series, you enjoy watching it, make sure you let me know. I'll definitely do more videos on it for sure. There's not a ton of, like I said in the beginning, there's not a ton of things to do. But there's definitely, I would say, a good 10 to 12 episodes maybe worth of content that we can pull out of here for sure. So I'm gonna throw some wood back on the fire here, otherwise we're gonna get real cold real fast. We can go ahead and munch down on a roasted fish here. Just boost that hunger right back up. And then what other sort of things can we kind of put together to end us off here? We've got most of these things. We've got the pickaxe. I think one of the things I want to make is the better axe, but I'm going to research the even better. I feel like you can kind of just skip over the crude axe and go right to the scrap metal one that we're going to research. Warm jacket would probably be nice to have, but we don't have any cotton yet. But we could make some armor. Maybe research some more armor. Yeah, so let's unlock the helmet. We'll unlock the repair station. If we just make a rope, we can make a scrap. We can unlock scrap armor. Make a couple rope just in case. There's scrap armor. We will unlock. Well, I want to research everything. Might as well. Grab the glass from here. That finishes all those. And then we would just need wood for a bunch of these. Do I have 2 red algae? No, I just have the 1. Alright, let's go ahead and sleep so we don't wake up too late in the day. Maybe like 10, I was going to say it's going to be like full daylight by the time we get up this time. So yeah, we just need wood to finish those off. We don't have any lemons, so we won't be able to do these 2 yet. But we can definitely get some wood. Yeah, I think I may skip. We'll see. Maybe I wanted to do the 2-handed axe. I think there's a better axe you can actually do. And we're not too far out from being able to make it, so. Just checking to see what other sort of things we can do. We got water here at the ready. We've still got tons of scrap metal. We got food, we got components, so let's make our little to-do list for things we want to finish this off with. Oh, I'll probably actually end the episode here. because otherwise it's just going to be gathering, I think, chopping down some trees. And yeah, I think this is probably, oh yeah, here we'll do one more little loot run. Oh, I'm hungry. Done. I ate food. Wow, only 8% of the unknown. Wow, I really didn't hit much at all of the unknown ruins. And then Radio Island is not something I'm going to be looting yet. So let's hop back in the boat. Let's see what else we got here. What's this one? Is this the trader? Or no, I think this is the trader lady. Let's go see. There's some marlins here I can take out if I need to. I know they've been working on like more of the underwater stuff too, because there used to be a lot of like empty areas, but so like a lot of these spots, obviously there's no point really in like stopping at them. That one, there's some underwater stuff there, but that may actually just be part of like whatever that encampment is. And this, I believe, is a trader lady. 166, nice. Trading outpost. I wish it didn't just huck you into the water when you left the vehicle. I know I didn't bring any of the stuff with me, but that's okay. What's this? A 3D printer? What? Okay, so this is basically just strictly for weapons. Hello. I mean, maybe. What do you got? I mean, I got nothing to sell you right now, but... Ooh, the underwater scooter. That's a good thing to get. So we'll definitely be grabbing that next time. Haven't seen some of this stuff before. Marble. Ferninga. Chemical stuff. I mean, I've seen some of this stuff before. Antibiotics. Paint. Yeah, we definitely got to get that. So we need a scooter, and then we're going to need a battery. So we'll have to bring some stuff over here to sell. This, like, whipping around with the scooter and the fins. Oh, it goes so much faster. Unfortunately, you can't, like, murder her and take everything. Like, you actually have to trade stuff, so. But then you got stuff like this. This is one of those fancy toolboxes I was talking about. She's got a little bit of few things for us to loot, which is actually pretty nice. Nothing like, because I don't think you find much. I don't really know if you'll even find anything you'll be able to sell to her. Yeah, see, like that was just a box of nothing. Okay, not bad. Take what we can get. Why is it not? It says hit me with an axe and it's not. Alright. Oh, there we go. Just because it's so small. Sorry, I'm busting down your decorations. Oh, that's not something I can hit. Okay. Ooh, a bottle of Gatorade. Some pudding, baked beans. Nice. Thanks for letting me raid your fridge. Appreciate it. Yeah, like I said, they're not a ton of stuff here, but just a handful of things you can make use of for sure. Nothing sellable, but that's okay. Oops. What do you got over here? Medicine, let's go. Free medicine, I'll take that all day. Oh, some free clothes. Oh, sick. Throw the shirt on. Why does it look like I have boobs? I mean, that's okay. Triple barrel pistol. Blueprint, I'll take that for sure. And then a barrel for a pistol, alright. Now we're getting good stuff. Okay, so, yeah, it crashed. It crashed even the recording and everything. It was a full-on, very, very big error. So, I think that's probably just a safe place to end it off. It did revert me back to before I looted the shop here. So, I'll just go ahead and redo the looting of the shop here on my own time. But I just want to double check, see if maybe that crash like changed what she sells at all. I don't think so. I don't think that would be how it works, but you know, definitely I was just trying to loot the island, and it was like, you took too much. You take too many things. So we are here once again. Just gonna double check one more time. Yep, everything looks to be the same. So I will just end it off here. I very much appreciate you guys being here for another like trying out another new game on the channel. Like I've said throughout the video, if you liked it and you want to see more of it, make sure you let me know in the comments down below. I can, you know, probably squeeze a good bit of content out of this series, especially between like the base building and everything. So I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me and supporting the channel. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one.